Hi Chelsea fans, Chels Daft here, and this is your Sunday transfer news and rumour, speculation, nonsense, garbage, substance update for you this afternoon. I promised you that I'd do a video today, and I'm doing one. We're going to go back to the old school, how I built up my channel previously. We're going to have a look at all the articles and all the news. Sunday, the 16th of August. There's plenty to discuss. Make sure you stay tuned to the end of the video. But for now, let's get cracking. First and foremost, thank you so much to all of you who are subscribed to my channel. Over 9,300 of you, which is unbelievable. Thank you so much. If you've not seen this website, it's my own website, my blog, chelsdaft.org. The link is on your screen now. Make sure you check it out, but let's get into this. First up, Leeds interest in Chelsea striker Michy Batshuayi, and that's down to the manager, Mario Bielsa, who worked with him at Marseille. It's clear Batshuayi's going to go. We can all agree that. We can all understand that. We signed him for 33 million back in 2016, and if we can get anywhere near that amount of money to sell him, I think it'll be a good deal. It'll work out for Batshuayi. He is someone that knows Bielsa. Bielsa will be looking to improve his forward line, because we all know from what we've seen, ex-Chelsea Patrick Bamford isn't good enough. So I can see the deal happening. That's Batshuayi, possibly to Leeds. 25 million. I think we'll take that. So to the Sun, and Chelsea star N'Golo Kante wanted an Inter Milan transfer, and Frank Lampard could offload the midfielder to raise funds. I keep saying it whenever I see this sort of thing. I can't see it happening. I really can't. Unless Chelsea's medical department have deemed that N'Golo Kante is now injury prone, which, I mean, the guy played 4 straight years solid. You've got to expect him to have a bit of a breakdown at some point, his body to have a few niggles and a few problems to hopefully heal, get back to normal and then go again. But these links with Kante going and these reports that Chelsea have got to raise funds, I don't know how much substance in that. I'm not sure I believe all the reports, if I'm honest. But Antonio Conte wants Kante. What do you think about the report? What do you think about the rumour? Do you think Conte's injury prone? Do you think Chelsea would even entertain the idea of selling him? Post your comments in the comment section below. More from the Sun and Chelsea's search for a centre-back. And as you can see here, Chelsea had reportedly offered, Michy Batshuayi and Ross Barkley as part of a swap deal with money for Declan Rice. And West Ham turned it down. Now that's interesting. I wonder if David Moyes, if given the opportunity to go back and link up with Ross Barkley, would be something that he would consider. Barkley has done okay. He hasn't done great. He's done okay. He's not sort of set the world alight, you have to say, in a Chelsea shirt. There's been glimpses, there's been moments, but too few and far between for me and for you, I know. But if he's made available, do you think David Moyes would take him to West Ham? Bearing in mind that he brought him into the Everton first team. They've got history together. As I said previously about Batshuayi, he's going to go. Will he be interested in staying in the Premier League with West Ham or Leeds? I think you have to say Leeds because of the manager. But as for Declan Rice, Chelsea have offered this deal, and they've offered 50 million, which has been denied by West Ham but reportedly rejected. They've now offered this deal with a couple of players and money for Rice, and West Ham are holding firm. Now, we've seen reports saying that they have to sell to raise money to then buy players. Surely they'd take the option of Rice, but then again, would they take 2 players and a little amount of money, or do they want the whole 80 million? But in light of this, and in light of the fact that West Ham have turned it down, there's a major update that's appeared in the last 24 hours in relation to Chelsea's search for a centre-back. And we're going to get into it. As reported here, Chelsea set to beat Tottenham in 40 million race for Lewis Dunk, as Brighton defender believes he's on the way at Stamford Bridge. Boyhood Chelsea fan Lewis Dunk, the Brighton captain who's been a mainstay in their 3 seasons in the Premier League, is now being linked with a move to Chelsea. And as the report says, he believes he's actually going to be leaving and joining Chelsea. And the reason they're saying that is because he's been left out of all the new club promotion for the new kit this season. That's a strange thing to happen. If Brighton believe he's going to be there for the future. Bearing in mind, he's their captain. Lewis Dunk, someone that I believe is a good, solid defender. Can he make the step up to a team that plays with the pressure of trying to win every game, every single week, or expectation, I should say, week in, week out? He's a big, imposing, physical defender. He's also, from what I've seen of him, I think he's quite an intelligent defender as well. He can read the game. Chelsea have obviously looked at the situation with Declan Rice. They're not going to pay 80 million Declan Rice. That's clear. I said in a couple of videos ago that it looks as though the Chelsea board and Frank have got a difference of opinion on how much they should go and pay for Declan Rice. It's obvious that Frank wanted him. The board are not willing to pay that amount of money. So, Lewis Dunk is the next alternative. Another English player which will bolster the English numbers. Now, I know people put comments on my channel saying, why buying English players? You have to have a certain contingent of players that are classed as homegrown, and he fills the quota, especially if the likes of Ross Barkley's going. If Barkley's going, you replace him with another Englishman. That's how it works. So, Lewis Dunk, £40 million option, and it's believed that Jose wants him, but Chelsea have stolen the march, and if Chelsea want him, they'll have him. £40 million. There's also more news on the situation with Chelsea's defensive line and the goalkeeper, as featured here. Now, we all saw Jan Oblak and Atletico Madrid go crashing out the Champions League a couple of days ago. We knew that Oblak had said that he'll talk about his future with Atletico once they are out of the competition. It's clear. Chelsea have basically been advised by Atletico, according to sources and reports, they're not willing to budge on his release clause. 109 million. So Chelsea are giving up. They're ditching the interest on Oblak, and they're turning to 3 possible alternatives. 2 of them have been linked with Chelsea before. One of them is a shock to the system this morning, and I just wonder how this is all going to unfold. As reported on this same article, Chelsea are looking at Nick Pope from Burnley, the £50 million goalkeeper. He is a 28-year-old keeper. He had 15 clean sheets in the Premier League for Burnley last year. He's come in, having replaced Tom Heaton at Burnley, and been really impressive. So Nick Pope's the first option. The second one is Jordan Pickford. Now, it was mentioned before, being linked with Chelsea. This article on the Star says that he's facing an uncertain future under Carlo Ancelotti, and they're looking for a replacement. Now, Jordan Pickford is someone that has made mistakes. That's why Ancelotti has lost the trust in him, reportedly. And I wonder if Chelsea will follow up on this particular interest that's been reported a while ago. Is Jordan Pickford going to be the answer? He's England's #1 goalkeeper. His mistakes are few and far between. And let's face it, the teams that he's played for, no disrespect, have not exactly been defensively sound. So he's been busy. If he makes a step up to a team in a Champions League, i.e. Chelsea, looking to win every game, looking to shore up our defence, to have that exposure to Champions League football, could Pickford or Pope be the answer? Well, there's one other name being linked today, which was a surprise for all of us, and it's here. Chelsea and Everton chasing shock transfer for Watford goalkeeper Ben Foster, 37-year-old keeper, after Watford have been relegated. Now, Foster is someone who's had a great career in the Premier League and Championship. He's proven himself over and over again. But is he really a target for Chelsea? Or is there more in this? Has he been identified by Carlo Ancelotti as Pickford's replacement, with Chelsea looking at Pickford instead? I cannot see Chelsea dropping Kepa and replacing him with Ben Foster. The actual article leads by saying it's a shock emergency target for both us and Everton. Can't see it happening. I mean, what do you guys think about all this? You know, you've got the situation where we're being linked with Nick Pope, we're being linked with Jordan Pickford, we're being linked with Andre Onana, we're now being linked with Ben Foster. You have to wonder what has actually got substance, what reports are to be believed. Because if Chelsea wanted Onana, they would have gone out and spent 30 million and got him already. Hasn't happened. Pickford's been mentioned before, Pope's been mentioned before. Chelsea won't pay 50 million for Pope. They'll try and get him down to around 35, 40 with add-ons maybe. Pickford the same. Would you turn to Ben Foster as a stopgap for a season? I'm not so sure that you would. What do you guys think? Finally, as we saw on Friday into yesterday, it looks as though Chelsea have made a breakthrough with Leicester in negotiations with Ben Chilwell. It's believed that Chelsea have managed to knock down Leicester's asking price, which was originally believed to be 80 million, to try and work with a deal that will be structured over a period of time. There was a report on Friday saying that Ben Chilwell had cleared his belongings from the Leicester City training ground, and a medical is due to happen at Chelsea in the next couple of days, beginning of this week. So it looks as though Frank Lampard has finally got his man at left back, with Palmieri going to Inter around 22, 25 million. Chilwell will come in a deal they believe could be worth around 65. What do you think about that? So guys, it was back to the old school for this video, and hopefully you've enjoyed it and you've seen some of the articles that have caught my eye the last 24, 48 hours. Let me know what you think about anything discussed in the video in the comments section below. Smash the like button for me. I've been getting some massive amount of likes. Thank you so much for that. I'm going to try, if we can try and get over 500 again for this video today, it'd be amazing. Like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it already. Have a look around the channel and see different styles of video that appear on this channel. Thank you again for your support. Post your comments. See you all tomorrow.